70.3 races in the world where you have a 5-star hotel doing the catering. You have wonderful tables with real linen. You have real knives, you have real forks, you have real plates, and you have amazing food. A big round of applause to the team at Intercontinental. Thank you, Alex and the team. A fantastic dinner. Merci beaucoup. Shukran, everybody. So whilst you enjoy your dinner, I'm just going to remind you that there's still a lot of food, so do not be shy. You've all got a lot of swimming, biking, and running to do on Friday. So you want to make sure that you eat up. There's also some amazing dessert available for you as well. Our 9th edition of the Ironman 70.3 Bahrain. And it's so good that you are all back for the 9th edition, and put next year in your calendars, because next year will be the 10th celebration of swim, bike, and run in the Kingdom of Bahrain. What we're going to do before we get going, I just want to see how many of you are doing your first Ironman 70.3 on Friday. If it's your first Ironman 70.3, hands up. There we go. That's quite a lot of you. Congratulations. Thank you for choosing one of the fastest Ironman 70.3 races in the world. I'm sure you've heard of Christian Blumenfeld, Gustav Iden, and Casper Stornes. Well, in Nice wasn't the first time that all three of them have been on the podium together. They were on the podium together here in the Kingdom of Bahrain when Christian Blumenfeld set the fastest time ever for an Ironman 70.3, and that is the same course that you are racing. Last year, the men's race was won by Vincent Louis, part of the Bahrain Victorious team, and Georgia Taylor-Brown. She won as well on debut, also part of the Bahrain Victorious team. And what we're going to do now is we're going to show you on the big screen the highlights video of the race from last year so that you can see what you can look forward to on Friday. Enjoy this video. Make sure that on Friday you are smiling when you swim, bike, and run, because you could be in our next highlights video. Just looking forward to what is happening over the next few days. We have this wonderful banquet here this evening. We'll have the race briefing kicking off shortly. Tomorrow is an important day because if you're not yet registered, make sure you get registered. Just behind us is the registration as well as the expo. And then tomorrow will be the bike check-in as well, where you drop off your bikes, you drop off your transition bags, and you collect your timing chips. Also, very important, tomorrow we have the Iron Kids. More than 300 incredible young people will be enjoying Iron Kids tomorrow afternoon. Then on Friday morning from 5 a.m., we open up the transition zone. The pro men will be the first to race, then the pro women, and then you, amazing age groupers, you are on your way. Friday night, we come back here for the awards banquet and for the slot allocation for the 70.3 World Championship. Now, one of the greatest things about sport is sport has the power to unite. As President Nelson Mandela said, the best peace movement in the world is sport. And look at us here, athletes from 64 countries around the world. And what we want to do now is we want to celebrate your countries. We're going to put the flags on the big screen in alphabetical order. When you see your flag, be loud and be proud. Let's celebrate all the nations coming together here in the Kingdom of Bahrain for Ironman 70.3 Bahrain.
Algeria, Andorra, Argentina, Australia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Belgium, Brazil, Brunei, Canada, China, Cyprus, Denmark, Ecuador, Egypt, Estonia, Ethiopia, France, Germany, Georgia, Greece, Hungary, India, Ireland, Italy, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Lithuania, Malaysia, Mexico, Morocco, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Palestine, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Qatar, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Syria, Turkey, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Venezuela.
Well, I tell you something, India, you were very noisy. I don't know how 3 Slovaks could make that much noise. Philippines, well, it's most of the Fa'alia team as well, but Philippines, you did a great job. However, some of you are wondering, hold on, but I didn't see my country flag. Well, these are the top 5 nations in reverse order. The 5th biggest country represented this week is the United States of America, the country that gave us triathlon, the country that gave us Ironman. Thank you to the USA. The 4th biggest country, the 4th most athletes racing this week is the UAE. Welcome to all our Emiratis. Thank you for being here as we move now into 3rd position. The 3rd biggest country is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We move now into the top 2 and your 2nd biggest country, typically one of the biggest countries around the world, and it is the United Kingdom. And then our final nation, the nation with the most athletes overall. It is your host nation, the Kingdom of Bahrain. Shukran to all the Bahrainis and to the Kingdom of Bahrain for bringing us here to this incredible archipelago. What a wonderful playground to swim, bike, and run. Without you athletes, this would not be possible, but also an event of this magnitude and this stature is not possible without the support of our amazing partners and sponsors. Please watch the big screen as we celebrate all our partners. Can we please, on the count of 3, give a big round of applause to all our amazing partners. Everybody together on 3. 1, 2, 3, come on. Now, for a lot of you, it is just about completing and not competing. But there are many out there who on Friday will be chasing being the best that they can be, not only for themselves, but also in their age category, as they chase the honors of being able to say yes on Friday evening after the award ceremony to one of the 60 slots available to race the Ironman 70.3 World Championship. Just a few weeks ago, we celebrated one of the biggest and best World Championships ever. We were in Marbella on the Costa del Sol. What a World Championship it was. Lucy Charles Barkley becoming World Champion on Saturday, and a phenomenal victory on Sunday for Jelle Geens as he went back-to-back. Who will it be in 2026? Well, we return to the beautiful Côte d'Azur, to the French Riviera, the beautiful city that is steeped in triathlon history, that's been hosting the Ironman World Championship. It'll be hosting the Ironman 70.3 World Championship. We go back to Nice. What I want to do now is just share with you a wonderful video of what you can look forward to September next year when you qualify for the World Championships in Nice-La Belle.
There are places that don't just host races, they define them. Nice, France, the birthplace of triathlon in Europe.
Framed by the Côte d'Azur and the peaks of the Alpes Maritimes, it's a landscape built for legends.
For over 4 decades, the world's best triathletes have been drawn to Nice for the challenge, the beauty, and the chance to be a part of its distinguished history. In 2019, the Ironman 70.3 World Championship lit up these streets. In the years since, Nice has only raised the bar, hosting the Ironman World Championship and reaffirming its place in the heart of the sport. Excellence drives every athlete chasing qualification, and it lives in every detail of a city destined to welcome them. In 2026, the Ironman 70.3 World Championship returns to Nice, France, where excellence is forged and the legacy endures. Bienvenue à Nice.
Que l'aventure se poursuivrait par le championnat du monde de 70.3, le 70.3, in 2026, 2028. C'est naturellement une formidable nouvelle que nous voulions porter à la connaissance de tous ceux qui étaient impatients de connaître l'avenir. Voilà, c'est officiel et c'est parti pour les prochaines éditions.
So I say to you, bonne chance, good luck as you chase your dreams of an Ironman 70.3 World Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, we are 10 minutes away from doing your race briefing. We're going to take a 10-minute break and give you a chance to grab some dessert, and I'll be back with your race briefing. Enjoy dessert. And 70.3 Bahrain. I'll take you through the slides one by one. At the end of the briefing, if you have any questions, our race director, Abbas, he will be up front and he'll be able to take your questions for you. So the most important thing by now, you should have all downloaded the athlete guide, which is online. And in that athlete guide is all the key information that you need to know for your race. All the detail is in the athlete guide. The whole point of the race briefing is for me to take you through some of the key elements of this event to ensure that it is a level playing field for everybody. That everybody's got the equal opportunity to swim, bike, and run and get to the finish line. So as I mentioned, that good-looking chap in the top left-hand side of the screen, that is Abbas. He's your race director. This man does an incredible job, exactly, an incredible job of putting this race together. Shukran, Abbas. And we will make sure that you have a superb day on Friday. Just a little bit of an overview of this venue. So our wonderful welcome banquet here with the amazing food and dessert. Behind that is the athlete registration tent. Just behind that is the expo area. Across the way from us is the finish line and the VIP. And between the finish line and the VIP and the water is in the bay is where your transition zone is. So everything happens in this wonderful compact race venue. Then, It'll be a rolling swim start for the athletes into the water, but here we have cutoff times. You have 1 hour and 10 minutes to complete your swim. You have 5 hours and 30 minutes from when you start the swim to swim, complete transition, and complete the bike. And you have 8 hours and 30 minutes to swim T1, bike T2, and complete the half marathon. However, we do have an intermediate cutoff on the bike course. This is a time of day cutoff. The whole point of this is, in cooperation with the authorities, this is to allow them to reopen the roads for the citizens and the people living in Bahrain, that they can use the roads again. So if you're not through kilometer 62 by 11 a.m. in the morning, you will not be allowed to continue racing. Then when you go to your check-in at registration, it is open tomorrow from 10 till 5. You'll get the athlete wristband, you'll get your bib number, you'll get your stickers for the bike, your stickers for the bag, your sticker for the helmet, you'll get your swim cap, you'll get your wristband, and you get the optional tattoos. The tattoos are body marking, and they are completely optional. For the relay athletes, you shall also be receiving athlete wristbands, swim cap, and stickers for the helmet and stickers for the transition bag. For relay athletes, everything that applies to the individuals applies to you as well. The key thing that relay athletes need to understand is that the timing chip is your baton. So the swimmer will wear the timing chip on their ankle and do the swim. Then the swimmer will go to the relay area inside the transition zone and give the cyclist the timing chip. The cyclist will do the bike and come back, meet at the handover area and give the timing chip to the runner. So just be advised that you have a dedicated handover area in the transition zone. So as we move into what you will be receiving, the official bib number with your name or your team name on it, please be advised that the bib number must be worn on the bike and the run. So, on the bike, make sure that you wear the bib number clearly visible on your back. On the run, make sure it's clearly visible in front. Team athletes, you get 2 bib numbers. So the cyclist can pin it to the back already, and the runner can pin it to the front. Individual athletes, we recommend that you use a race belt. So you attach the bib number to the race belt, so it can be on the back during the bike, and you bring it to the front for the run. It's super easy. You'll also receive your transition bags. The blue bag is your T1 bag. This is your bag from swim to bike. Everything that you need to complete the bike needs to be in that bag. Your red bag is your T2 bag. That is the bag from bike to run. Everything that you need to complete the run must be in the red bag. These 2 bags you bring tomorrow with your bicycle to bike check-in. The white bag is your streetwear. So this is the bag that you'll put your clothing that you wear on Friday morning when you come to the race. Once you've done your preparation in the transition zone, you put that clothing into the white bag, you leave it in the athlete recovery zone, and it's waiting for you at the end of your race. Now, the stickers that we give you, this is so our photographers can get amazing photographs of you out on the course. 1 sticker on the front center of your helmet. Another sticker on your bike. The important thing with these stickers is this sticker with your athlete wristband and your timing chip is how we match you to your gear. The athlete wristband, please keep that on your wrist at all times, and we recommend you do not take it off until after the award ceremony on Friday night. That is what gets you into the athlete-only zones. Please also make sure you have the official event swim cap. On the reverse of your bib number, please complete any medical details that we need to be aware of, as well as an emergency contact number. Then, the blue and the red bags. You need to bring these with you tomorrow for bike check-in. At the very, very least, your helmet and your bib number need to be in your blue bag overnight, and your running shoes in your red bag overnight. You'll bring these with you and your bicycle tomorrow between 10:30 and 5 p.m. You'll rack your bike in the transition, and you'll hang your transition bags on the racks. After the swim, it is your responsibility to pack all your swim gear back into that bag. And after the bike, it's your responsibility to pack any cycling gear that you're not using into the red bag. Your helmet must go into the red bag after the bike. So at bike check-in tomorrow, please make sure that you arrive with a race-ready, roadworthy bicycle. Please arrive at the entrance with your helmet on your head, your chin strap fastened, your bib number clearly visible around your waist. Your bike is roadworthy. Your blue bag is packed with everything you need for the bike. Your red bag is packed with everything you need for the run. The referees will check your gear as you make your way into the transition zone. You'll rack your bike according to your race number on the traditional bike racks provided, and you'll hang your blue and red bags according to the numbers on the racks as well. Very important, please make sure that you do not leave bike check-in without receiving your timing chip. So some of you might have wondered why you didn't get a timing chip when you registered today. That's because we give you your timing chips at bike check-in. So once you've racked the bike, once you've hung the transition bags, as you leave bike check-in, get your timing chip, and please ensure that you wear it on your left ankle. It's the opposite side to the drivetrain of your bicycle. In the blue bag, everything you need to complete the bike, at the very least, helmet and bib number must be there overnight. And after the swim, all your wet gear goes into the blue bag. In the red bag, it's everything you need for the run, at the very, very least, your running shoes. And after the bike, please put your helmet in the red bag. The streetwear bag is only required on race day morning for your warm clothes that you can put on after the race, and your shoes. If you are bringing your own track pump, please do not put these pumps inside the transition bags or the streetwear bags. In terms of medical advice, the most important thing I can tell you is that if you are unsure whether you are healthy to race, please consult a health professional. If you've not been feeling well in the last 48 to 72 hours with diarrhea, with vomiting, with nausea, with dizziness, with headaches, with a tingling feeling in your fingers and your extremities, ask the Ironman team or our volunteers to recommend a medical professional for you to be assessed. It's important to know that asking for help does not mean the end of your race. Very, very important is whilst you're racing, in the swim, if you require assistance, please pump your fist in and out of the air, and a member of the water safety team will come to your assistance. You are allowed to receive that assistance. This does not mean the end of your race. On the bike and the run, it's much easier. We always recommend to people on the bike and the run, ideally, make your way to the nearest aid station. Pull over to the side of the road. If you're not able to get to an aid station, please flag down a volunteer, a spectator, or a fellow athlete. To the people rendering assistance, please stay on site until such time as the first responders have arrived. Also very important is at the end of the race, make sure that you're able to eat something and drink something and keep it down. If not, please ask a volunteer to take you to the medical team. It's important that you race healthy. It's important that you make good decisions. I always tell athletes, there are many, many races, but there's only one of you. We have mechanics available for you in our expo. On race day morning, the mechanic will be standing by in the transition zone, and we'll have mechanics out on the bike course, rotating on the course to render assistance. However, this is not a professional bike race where you put up your hand and magically a mechanic appears. The mechanics operate on a first-come, first-served basis. Please make sure that you have the basic spares that you need to be self-sufficient. Otherwise, wait on the side of the road until such time as they can help you. On race day morning, transition zone will open 5 o'clock, nice and early. Please get there with plenty of time. Please remember the official event swim cap. Please remember to have your timing chip on your left ankle. Enter the transition zone. You have full access to your bike and your bags to do your last minute preparation. Put your bottles on the bike, put your nutrition on the bike, put your computer on the bike, put your shoes into the pedals, check your bags, and then do a land-based warm-up as you wait in the swim start corrals. If for whatever reason you lose your timing chip, the athlete services team will be in the transition zone to assist you. They'll also be waiting at the swim start. You need to be electronically timed to qualify for a podium position or a world championship slot. If for whatever reason you withdraw from the race, if you withdraw before the race, please email your name and race number to Bahrain70.3@ironman.com. If you withdraw during the race, please advise an Ironman race official, a member of the medical team, or a referee. Then, your swim course. It's a beautiful, calm, warm swim in lovely, buoyant, salty water. You'll be starting down some stairs, and you'll start the swim course on the right-hand side. So you're going to go down the stairs, into the water, through the gate, and then you're going to swim and keep the buoys on your left shoulder. Not only is there a big turn buoy here, but we have swimming pool style lane ropes. You get to the find of the course, it's another left turn, and you're going to swim your way back to these two buoys here. Keep these buoys on your right shoulder. These buoys are protecting you from going too shallow because there's some very sharp rocks and very sharp coral here. So make sure you keep these two buoys on the right shoulder. Then please turn left at the final buoy, back to the steps, up the steps, through the freshwater shower, and then you make your way to the change bags. Any and all changing happens at the transition bags. Remember, you have 1 hour and 10 minutes to complete your swim. Now, it is a rolling swim start where you seed yourselves according to your swim time. So if you plan to swim 30 minutes, you stand in the 30-minute group. If you're going to swim 40, you stand with them. If you're going to swim 50, you stand over there. If you're going to swim 60, stand accordingly. We will have big signs out for you that show you where to stand for your self-seeded swim start. Thank you for the water. It is very easily identified. As you face the water, you'll be on the far right-hand side of the big black swim arch. The pros will be on the left-hand side. Enjoy the dancers and enjoy the traditional drummers that will send you on your way into the water. Please be advised, if it is a non-wetsuit swim, you may not wear anything that goes beyond the elbows or beyond the knees. If it is a non-wetsuit swim and you plan to wear calf guards, you can only put those on in T1. If it is a wetsuit legal swim, you may wear your calf guards under your wetsuit. We will announce the water temperature on race day morning, and we will announce whether it is wetsuit legal or not. Once you've completed the swim, please grab your bag with your race number on it. Any and all changing must happen in the change area. Please ensure that you put your bib number on, clearly visible on your back. Pack all your wet gear into the blue bag, rehang the bag, and make sure that your helmet is on your head and your chin strap is fastened before you touch your bicycle. You'll grab your bicycle and you'll push it out of the transition zone. Once your bike is over the mountain line, you can get on the bike and you can start riding. Then you're onto the awesome bike course. One of the fastest Ironman 70.3 bike courses in the world. And you get to ride the Bahrain International Circuit. So remember, we have the intermediate cutoff at 11 a.m. You've got to be 3 kilometers 62. Remember, you have 5 hours and 30 minutes to swim T1 and bike. And on the bike course, there's an area where you need to be aware of 2 U-turns. You ride on the right, pass on the left, and the lane that you are racing in the direction you are racing, is closed. There are 1 or 2 areas on the course where there will be vehicles in other lanes. There are 2 U-turns to be aware of. There is the possibility of a bit of wind on the course as well, so do make sure that you are aware of that. Key rules on the bike. Remember, it's your responsibility to know the rules. The rules are in the athlete guide and at ironman.com/competition rules. The key rules are keep right, pass left. The only time we can have 2 athletes side by side is during an overtaking maneuver. 12 meters is the draft zone. Once you start the pass, you must complete the pass. You've got 25 seconds to move alongside the athlete that you're overtaking. When your front wheel is alongside theirs, they drop back, you merge to the right, and you keep going. Remember, drafting is cheating. We operate on the card system. A yellow card is for minor infringements. That'll be 30 seconds in the penalty tent. A blue card is for drafting. That'll be 2 minutes in the penalty tent. A red card is a disqualification. It is your responsibility to know what color card you are shown, and it is your responsibility to report to the penalty tent. There's only 1 penalty tent, and it is in the transition zone before you start the run. Go to the tent, tell them what color card you received, serve your penalty, and then you can start racing. There are lots of aid stations on the course, kilometer 24, 48, and 68. 100 meters before the aid station and 100 meters after the aid station is your discard zone. You may not litter anywhere other than in the discard zones before and after the aid stations. Fluids will be provided to you in bike-specific bidons. We have water, we have isotonic sports drink, we have bananas, we have energy bars, and then we have fluids again. We have toilets at all aid stations on the bike and the run. The discard zones are clearly signposted. Please only throw stuff away in these zones. Then you've completed the bike. Once you're over the dismount line, please get off your bike before the dismount line, push your bike into the transition and re-rack your bike in your numbered position. Once you've racked your bike, run to the bag change area, grab your red bag, take your helmet off, put your helmet in the red bag, move your bib number to the front, put on your running shoes, and then it is time to rehang your bag and start your half marathon. Out of the transition zone, it is 4 laps for your half marathon, and you shall receive 4 lap bands as well. You need 4 lap bands to be allowed to come down the finish line and onto the magic carpet. Then, the rules, as I said, it's your responsibility to know the rules. Check them out in the athlete guide and at ironman.com/competition rules. Do not cut the course short. Do not urinate in public, no public nudity either. No outside assistance, no coaching, no pacing, no electronic devices. So that's no GoPros, no mobile phones, no MP3 players. The only thing you're allowed is your bike computer on your bike and your watch on your wrist. You also may not bring anybody down the finish line with you. Only competing athletes are allowed on the finish line. We have multiple aid stations many times for you on the course. All liquids are given to you in cups. And just like on the bike, we have a discard zone 50 meters before the aid station and 50 meters after the aid station. We also have toilets at all the aid stations. A reminder that you do not bring anybody down the finish line with you. No outside assistance, no pacing, no coaching, no electronic devices. You may not protest a referee's fact-based decision like blocking or drafting. We do not have penalty tents on the run course. Penalties on the run course are on the spot. If you wish to appeal anything, you must do so within 15 minutes of finishing your race or at the latest before 4 p.m. Otherwise, the results as published stand. Before you come down the finish line, please zip up your tri-suit. Only athletes down the finish line. Enjoy the finish line. Get your medal, grab a little bottle of water, and then immediately make your way to the athlete garden where you'll receive an awesome finisher jacket like this, an amazing post-race food from our incredible partners, and then come back to the finish line to support all the athletes still racing. Remember to keep your timing chip on your ankle and to keep your athlete wristband on your wrist, because you need those to collect your bike and to collect your transition bags. So it is a chip for bike. Between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m., you go back to the transition zone with your bib number, your athlete wristband, and your timing chip. We will allow you to collect your bicycle and your transition bags. Then, please come back here Friday evening, 7 p.m. for another wonderful meal with the compliments of the Intercontinental. And you get to share the stage with our professional women and professional men. We'll bring up the top 3 in every age category. We've got our Bahraini athletes, we've got our GCC athletes, and then all our age group amateurs. And immediately after the award ceremony, we'll be doing the World Championship slot allocation. 60 slots, 30 slots for women and 30 slots for men. You need to be personally present to accept your slot immediately after the awards ceremony. The team at Sportograph will be taking photographs of you out on the course, so be sure to smile. If you have any questions, Abbas is here in front. He will take your questions. There's still food, there's still dessert, and on behalf of IRONMAN and IRONMAN 70.3 Bahrain, thank you for being here for the 9th edition of this race. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow and Friday. Thank you and bye-bye.